Okay, so we just did a marathon shoot with Rabbi Ken Spiro. I'm up on top of a place called Torah, and behind me, I don't know if you can see, is the Temple Mount, the Gold Dome and the Western Wall. So if you look, you can see the Gold Dome right there, and down below is the Western Wall, or some people call it the Wailing Wall. That is holiest site for the Jewish people, and you can see some of Jerusalem. And if you look over in that direction, behind me there is the Mount of Olives, which we were on, and I did a video from there the other day. The Mount of Olives is covered with all those tombs I was mentioning in my other video. But this is Jerusalem. This is the heart of it. The most controversial, most fought over real estate in the world. But it's one of my favorite places. The other thing you can see here is a place they call it the Davidson Center. And if you look, you see down in this area here, this is the remains of the temple that King Herod the Great built. That it was the temple that was here during the time of Jesus, and you can still see the stones. That's the foundation. That's the remains, the archaeological remains of the temple that Herod built. And if you look down below at the wall, it's kind of hard to see from here, but all those stones, they were knocked there. They were knocked over, knocked off the top of it by the Romans, and I think around 70 AD. But those stones haven't moved. That's where they were left after the Romans knocked them over, and they haven't moved since. You can see the remains of parts of bridges and stuff. And where the Gold Dome is, where the Gold Dome stood the temple. That was the temple where they had the Holy of Holies. You can see actually over here, walk this way, over here you can see a replica of the temple. And so right here, this is what the temple would have looked like. It's facing the wrong way. It should be facing the other way, but so we can see it. This is what the temple looked like during the time of Jesus. And of course it didn't have a big glass case over it. But that is basically what the temple looked like. And if you see the Gold Dome there, this is what stood there during the time of Jesus in place of the Gold Dome. We're here in Jerusalem, and you lead tours, you write books, you're a historian, you teach at Torah. Yeah. Tell people where they can find your stuff. How do they find you and some of the things that...
So the best place to find me is on my website, which is Ken Spiro, KENSP as in Peter, IRO.com. I have a great website which has not only my contact information, but also tons of video, audio, and written material about Jewish history and various topics that you can access all for free.
If you want to know more about Israel, more about the Jewish people, all that kind of stuff, they should be talking to you, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, I'm going to lead our way out of here. It is a bit chaotic. I know where we're going anyway. I think I just saw Jeff Goldblum.
You're gonna overdose him. Listen.
I think Jeff Goldblum just walked by us.
I don't know.
The Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.